Hi, my name is Cheri and you are in my stamp studio. Today I'm going to show you a quick card that we will be doing at my stamp camp. And I live in Indianapolis, so if you are in the Indy area, that's a tongue twister, and you ever want to come to my events, the best way to find out about them and like what time and where they are and stuff is to join my email list, and you can do that over on my website. And all of the links for that are down below on YouTube if that's where you're watching, in the comments. If you're on Facebook, you can join the email, or if you are on my website, there's a link over on the side where you can join my email. I'm showing you the holiday catalog because it's coming up to start on September 4th, and if you don't have it, I would be happy to send you one. So wherever you are, just leave a comment and I can get in touch with you to send it to you. The stuff I'm using today, not in the holiday catalog, it's in the annual catalog, which is still new. It just started in June. And I'm going to be using Path of Petals. The card I'm going to be making today is a Sympathy card, and I'm kind of funny about those. I hate to have them on hand because I hate that, you would need it. But then again, I also hate to have to make them. So it's nice to have them on hand. It's kind of, I don't know which way I prefer, to have them ready or to have to make them. It's kind of But this set also, I'm going to use the Sympathy words because when we do camp, I like to give them different cards that they might use. And it has a wedding words and thank you words. But we've done some wedding cards recently, and we are doing another thank you card at camp. So that's just kind of how I landed on the Sympathy card out of this set. But it has some really pretty flowers. But the thing I really, really like about this set are the dies. And you'll see those when I use them. The other thing I'm going to use is some of our designer series paper that's in the annual catalog. And the card that I'm making now, when you get our paper, you get two 12 by 12 sheets of all the different designs. And then when you have a lot of people come to your events, everybody can't have the same one, especially when you use the big pieces here. So I'm going to show you this piece. This is, I think it's called, I should have looked. It goes with the Magnolia Lane paper. If you make the Super Sweet, it's the second paper that goes with it. But the original card that I've already made does not use this pattern because a lot of times you can just substitute something new. So this card, a lot of the work will be done by the dies. So I've got mint macaron for my background because that matches the designer series paper. And then espresso because I wanted a darker brown. I think that in the paper it's soft suede, but I wanted just a little bit darker. So here's the big leaves, and these are beautiful leaves, and you could use these on a lot of different projects, not just with. In fact, when I was using them, I have an idea, and I'm going to use them with something in the holiday catalog, and you will see that on my YouTube channel. Maybe next week I'll do it. This week, I think all of the projects will be camp oriented because I like for the girls that are coming to be able to watch the tutorials before they come. That way they don't have to read the instructions if they don't want to. But they don't have to watch them because, I've been doing camps for a whole lot longer than there has been YouTube. So it's not like that's kind of a new thing. Okay, so all I did was stamp around the edges with that, and then I'm going to take one and just stamp it on the inside, and I'm doing it upside down. I don't remember what side I did it on my original card, but we'll just put it here so it's in the corner. See how pretty those are? Those would be really pretty to color, but we're not going to. We're just going to let the brown stand on its own. And so this inside saying says, hoping you can find strength for today and peace for tomorrow. And it's a nice large sentiment. And it also, if you wanted it to go on the front, you could use it with the big oval. I'm using the small one. So it's a pretty sentiment. And so there we've got that. And I like that on a Sympathy card because then you don't have to write anything. Because not a lot of fun. And then I have a little piece of shimmer white here. And this one says sharing in your sorrow. Oh, and look, I've got a piece of something stuck on here. It's a piece of paper from when I poked the die out before. Now I've stuck it on there because I mushed it into my stamp pad. So we'll just do it again. That's why you have 2 sides to every piece of paper. And paper's cheap, so if you mess it up again, you just do it one more time. So there we go, got that on the shimmer white. That's all the stamping we have to do. This is a quick card. At camp, we have a variation of cards that take a little bit more time and cards that don't take hardly any time at all. This is closer to not taking a lot of time. So I'm gonna get my die cutting machine. And if you watched my recent video where I did the foil, and for the foil I have plates that I say I use that aren't very cut up. You can see this one is extremely cut up. And plates do have a shelf life. If you get them and they're so cut up that you find your dies aren't working anymore, then they just need to go because they won't work forever. Okay, now this is cut. It's a fraction under 4 and 5 inches because the oval itself does not cut out. So I'm going to do this one on its own because you want to keep that centered on this piece of paper. So I'm just going to do one at a time. Because at camp, sometimes we find that we line, 6 dies up on the machine, and then you roll them through, or you start to roll them through, and they all move. And so then you reline up 6, and you go to move them through, and they all move. Sometimes it's just easier to just do them one at a time and not have to worry about it. So I'm going to lay that there. And the other thing for this, to save paper, this piece here falls out. So I'm just going to lay that right there. And again, I could do my white one, my shimmer white. It's just faster to do this. And I found one time pass, it seemed to be okay, but on camera, I'm always just going to do one more time on these that are a little bit more intricate. I'm going to roll that. I'm going to take care of that mess in a second because it's faster here. And then this oval is super, super pretty. It's got a little raised lip on it. I'll show you what I mean after I roll it through. And this just took one pass. You can tell I've been working with our new cup. And I've moved that. So that's what happens if you line everything up and then you lay the plate on and some of them move, then you gotta line them all back up. But we have a new cup in the holiday catalog and I have been working with it, but you have not seen it yet. Some of you may have seen the Australia one I did, the little Good Day cup. So see, when you run this through, it makes a little, there's the brown ink on my hand. I literally just got out of the pool and then took a shower. So I have super clean hands, but not anymore. Here's the little lip thing. So it has an edge and then it kind of bevels it. It's really pretty. So now we just have to mount this all together and this card is finished. I do have this corner rounder, which has 3 different corners, just because I thought that squares were a little bit harsh with all the flowers. So you just stick this all the way in, and where it stops, you punch. I don't know why that one's not going. Seems to be okay. I think it's because I'm doing it at a funky angle. It's better if you do it straight down, but because you don't want to see my head. There we go. I'm just not doing it at the right angle. There we go. So then we're going to take these, and you can see this one pops out. And I think I got almost all of those. There's a couple that need to, I don't have my little tray here. So I'm just kind of a mess on my table. There's this. Isn't that pretty? And this one has a little bit of stitching around it. You see that? Give my phone a second to focus. And then this one here, this is what I mean. This does not cut out. I'm just going to knock these out. My husband's home from work. He does not know that I'm filming. So you just pull this out like that, and these last little ones just fall out. really pretty frame, but you can see what I mean by the harsh corners, so we're just going to get rid of those. It's hard to tell what is my table that needs to be painted and what's the brown that I just knocked off the card. So this feels like something's stuck in there, but maybe not. Nope, I'm gonna have to stand up and do it the real way. There we go. And then you just need to mount it all together. So I put this here. And in this, I put 4 dimensionals in the corners. And then I cut this a fraction bigger than this, but not much, just a little bit. So it's just a tiny bit bigger. And this, just mount flat. And then this I put on a dimensional. And there you're done. Super quick card, but it looks really fancy because of all of the die cutting. So here's the other paper. So with the stamping on the back, they pretty much look pretty similar. So that's one of our quick cards for camp. Let me see where I put the leaves on this one. Yeah, on the other side. And so it doesn't matter where you put them. So if you were going to use one of the wedding sentiments, you could add some ribbon or some pearls, make it a little fancier. Same with the thank you card. With my sympathy cards, I do like to keep them a little bit more, you don't want them to look festive. So I liked this color combination. It was kind of subdued, but I thought it was a nice, it's elegant. So I hope you enjoy that. Everything that you need to make this card will be listed down below. So if you would like to get any of it, you can just go to my website and order it. Or if your list is extra long and you think, I can never get all this, there's a great sign-up special right now and you get some extra free stuff. And I do have my online classes coming up in September. And those, I will have all of the information posted sometime this week for September. You can start ordering for those on September 4th. And I have one that I'm doing, maybe 2, I haven't decided. Definitely one is the pumpkin one. And then if you are a demonstrator or if you like to do bigger online classes, then I have a couple coming up with my demonstrator team that I do things with. So those will be there as well. So there's a bunch of stuff coming up because, you know, crafting for the holidays, it's the best time to start getting ready for it. So everybody have a great day and thanks for stopping by. Bye.